Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be the daily drama for Wednesday, the 18th. I have here what the challenge for the masculine is, how he can move through that challenge. Same for the feminine. And then I asked the universe, what is the message for the both of them? And usually I go for one card. Sometimes two pop out, but there was 5 tonight. So the universe has quite a bit to say for the both of you. Now, first we had Le Jugement. This is the wake-up call. The angel is tooting that horn. It's the trumpet of Archangel Gabriel tooting his horn, saying that thou shalt be ready to be judged by the universe. These are all, of course, major arcanas. So that means it's something that cannot be changed. It will happen, or it needs to happen, especially if this is advice, because it's going to affect your life in a major way. It is ruled by Pluto, which is the ruler of the underworld, which is why it goes with judgment, being judged by the spiritual realm. It also calls for a period of reflection and self-evaluation, and needing to come to a point of deep understanding in regards to your life and common themes that you are seeing throughout your life. Like, it's the wake-up call, especially in regards to stinking thinking, karmic things, patterns of behavior that have been not serving you or are due to some childhood wounding, like looking for the patterns in your life and waking up, seeing, connecting the dots, so that way you can address them, heal them, and avoid them in the future. It's being close to reaching a significant stage in your journey. It is a need for your life to be different, for you to be true to yourself, new possibilities of a fulfilling life that serves your highest good. It's a need to take action. It's about lessons and learning them, gaining wisdom through them. It's about absolution, release, life-changing decisions. So that was right off the bat, was the Judgment card. About rebirth. It's an inner calling as well. And, deliberating can cause you to miss out on opportunities that await you. Also, a need to get to the heart of the matter, to learn from one's mistakes. It's facing the consequences of past actions to learn valuable lessons. You could be fearing important decisions, an unwillingness to accept change. So instead of growth, there's only stagnation, which you've gotten over here many times, the complacency card, nothing progressing, nothing changing, nothing moving forward, because there's a reluctance to let go. So again, this is the universe telling you that this is the wake-up call. And a judgment is about to be made. If you don't make it, the universe is going to make it. Okay. And then we have Le Soleil, which of course It's not the same as in the traditional tarot. That card, the sun card in the traditional one, it gives me, as you know, such a feeling of just joy. That card makes me so happy. Like I can't even explain. Like I just feel happy when I look at it. This card doesn't give me the same feeling. It's because they're like strange pictures. But, you know, that's the sun, which is also about illumination. Seeing the light. So you got judgment and the sun. It's also about optimism, fulfillment, the dawn that follows the darkest night. It's the source of life. It's happiness of your inner spirit when it's in tune with your truest self. It's having nothing to hide. It's having all of the innocence and purity of childhood. It represents strength and purity of spirit. It's perfect control of the conscious and subconscious. It's about action and vibration. It is life and the fruitfulness of the spirit. It's about success, radiance, abundance, happiness, joy, and it gives you strength to persevere. It's also about success. So far you've got judgment, which is the wake-up call, and the sun, which is, you know, everything you could ever want. And then next we have bbLÄSSIἰΓS, which is the magician. You had the magician yesterday. This is about having everything at your disposal that you need to manifest a positive new beginning. Its ruler is Mercury, the planet Mercury. It symbolizes, again, new beginnings, skill, logic, intellect. It's the bridge between the world of spirit and the world of humanity. The magician takes the power of the universe and he channels it, directs it to the physical plane. That's by having, again, all the tools at your disposal. In the traditional tarot, he's got, you know, all of the four suits, the wands, the swords, the cups, and the wands, swords, cups, and the pentacles. He's got everything. So again, he has everything that he needs to manifest, which they're saying that you do. It's about duality, knowledge, experience, purity. It's having the power to create new life for yourself, to manifest something new and better. It's about initiative, a can-do attitude, having optimism, creating success, manifesting goals with the tools available to you, creative ways to solve problems, reclaiming your power, and to act with awareness, concentration, commitment. It's a need to act now, having a clear intent, needing to focus and channel one's energy. So, again, right off the bat, they're saying this is the wake-up call. You can have everything you want. You can have the sun. You have the power to manifest. You have all the tools that you need, especially if you've been watching these readings. Because you've been getting quite a bit of info, and probably some light bulbs have gone off in regards to childhood wounds and things that you probably didn't even attribute a lot of things to. So if you were called to this channel, it was for a reason, the same way I have been called to kind of guide people that are on a journey that is similar to my own, to help people get through certain lessons and challenges that I have gone through. You know, to light the way for me to be the hermit for you guys. Because I've learned, and I'm ready to pass on that knowledge, I guess. And then we have LOVÊ. I was so happy to see you pop out again. LOVÈ. His mug is pretty funny. He doesn't look too happy with that cat biting on his leg. But so far you've had judgment, again, the wake-up call, the sun, which is everything you could ever want, awaits you. You have all the tools that you need to manifest if you just be like the Fool and take a leap of faith, right? The Fool is, on the traditional tarot, it's the number 0, which is unlimited potential. You know, it's the beginning and it's also the end, because at the end, you know, a new beginning starts. So that's where the Fool is. He's in the beginning and the end of the major arcana. It is the major arcana is actually the story of the Fool on his journey through life. So in the tarot deck, you know, you see a story in the tarot. And he's about heading into the unknown, to having optimism, purity, innocence. And the little dog, well, over here it's a cat, but in the traditional one, there's a dog that's with him. And the dog serves as his guardian and protector on his journey. And he will push him towards lessons that the Fool came here to learn. Because that's why you're here, to learn lessons, to evolve and to grow and to shed karma. That's why I said you got to look at it all like school. So even the tarot does. It's trying to regain the realms of spirit that have been left behind. And you get that by going through your life's journey. It's like the return to self. That's why I mentioned in the other things too, that this journey is about you returning to self. You regaining self-love, self-respect, self-awareness. It's all about the self, the journey of self, for you to find your way back home to you, the true you, not the conditioned you, not the one that's went through abuse, or not the one that's been living in this dimension for 30 years with all its programming and everything else. But that's a video for another time. The deep rabbit hole of this reality. When the Fool again is trying to reclaim that, you know, that wisdom. And it's about reaching the highest potential for your life. It's a state of renewal and new beginnings, the beginning of all creativity and the desire to accomplish new goals. It's a need to set forth on a journey, to go into the unknown, into uncharted territories, for new experiences and personal growth and development and adventure. It's taking a leap of faith. It's trusting the universe that you will find success if you follow their advice. It's about being carefree. It's also about a choice of vital importance. It's about having belief and faith. So, really the universe, you see a theme here where we've got a lot of religious cards, you know, Jesus and all these other ones, like having to do with them asking you to have faith, to like, again, connect more with the spirituality of your life's journey. Connect more with the spiritual self. Look at things all from a spiritual perspective. Understand about these lessons and about growth and what they mean and how to get through them, and, you know, get rid of things that don't serve us. And it's about trusting them and their guidance, you know, because they know more than you do at this point. You know, they're trying to lead you home, lead you on your journey to self-awareness, to ascension. So they're asking you to have faith, and they've been asking you that. We keep saying here, have hope, have faith, you know, listen to us. Kind of, they really, but you have to have that spiritual connection in order to truly throw caution to the wind and follow their guidance. You either believe or you don't believe. It's you can't question it. Like even with me, sometimes, you know, I want to not I'll question the cards. It's like, but if I believe one thing that they say, how can I question something else? Because it's something I don't want to hear. That's just my own ego trying to get in the way of what they're telling me. That can't be true. Or no, you know, it's like, it's really about having trust and faith in what they're telling you and taking heed. And we have bbLÄSSSIŞYÉ. That's the death card. He's kind of funny looking. He's like kind of like an alien skeleton head. And death, of course, is about transformation. Out with the old and in with the new. Rebirth. You know, it's the purifier. Fresh, new, and pure. It's a sign of Scorpio. It is something that when something ends, something fruitful and positive can follow in its wake. It's the end of a major phase or aspect of your life that brings about the beginning of something far more valuable and important. It's closing one door to open another. It's putting the past behind you, parting ways to embrace new opportunities. It might be difficult, but it's important, as you will see if you don't. It's about to bring renewal and transformation into your life. If you resist it, you'll feel the pain of it. So they recommend don't resist. Let things end. You even have here again, completion. Well, we'll get into that. That's the theme. It's like they keep reiterating, let the cycle end. Don't be clinging. Don't stay. Like, in order for a new, fresh start to be had, people need to let go of the stinking thinking, of the stuff that's holding them back, of clinging to the past, being in the woes, you know, all of that. It's like it's time for rebirth and transformation. It symbolizes a significant transformation, a profound need for change. It's to bring renewal. It's clearing away limiting factors, things that hold us back. We cannot escape its effects. It's a need to learn to let go of unhealthy attachments for more fulfilling things. It's about endings, beginnings, change, transformation, and transition. So right off the bat, they're saying, time to wake up. Shine the light on the dark places. See the abundance that awaits. You have all you need to manifest. Take a leap of faith. Listen to our guidance. Trust in us. Trust in the universe that's trying to lead you on a better path, a path of enlightenment. It's about leaving behind the old and embracing the new. Shedding those things that no longer serve us. Shedding those things that have been holding us back. Healing those wounds, so that we can have better for our lives, so that we can ascend higher. So that is the message. And for the masculine, the challenge is challenge, which I thought was funny. I said, oh, his challenge is challenge. Okay. And his challenge is to be like the fool, to trust and take a leap of faith. In regards to this relationship, sexual attraction, so that he can embark on his journey. So for him, it's, you know, so like I said, somebody's got to get the wake-up call. See the light. You have what you need. Stop sitting in the thoughts, in the woes. Take a leap of faith. Let that shit end. That karmic stuff, that stinking thinking, like death and rebirth, like it's time to let it go and embark on your journey. But that's the challenge for the masculine, to do that. And I says, well, why challenge? You got dark-haired lady. So again, either that's the karmic one, Or him, again, feeling afraid to face the repercussions, or being met with, somebody who's not too happy with him, because perhaps he's been silent for so long, he hasn't said anything, or he said hurtful things. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's situation is different. And then we have home. And then another popped out with that. We had hope. So the challenge is, again, perhaps being met with somebody who is not too happy with them, or so he thinks. Maybe that's just a fear. He fears being met with that, and it's maybe more in his head. It's that everybody's story is different. But in order to have home, the home that he wants, it's a needing to have hope in regards to having that, which he doesn't seem to have hope. And then for the Fool, I said, why the Fool? And you said, well, because there's doubts, because he's uncertain, he's unsure. Again, still being in the fear. It's the fear that's holding him back. You're creating your own scenarios. And then we got secrets. Unsure if they should reveal how they feel. Unsure if they should take off that mask. Unsure if they do, if it'll work out the way they want. Again, it's like you don't know what the weather's like until you open the door and go, look. Or turn on the news and see what the weatherman. It's like you're all in your thoughts thinking about it instead of finding out. Lord. And then we had sexual attraction. I said, well, why sexual attraction? And you have talent. Again, this is finding out a way to express ourselves. And then you got brown-haired men. So that's him trying to figure out a way how to express himself. And then on journey, I said, why journey? And then you got surprise, because somebody needs to communicate. And I said, why surprise? And then you have greed. So that's like to get what one wants. They have their desires met. And then solitude on greed, because they're not reflecting on how to do it, even though it's it's like I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just oh my God. It's like, but granted, we don't know which masculines are watching this. So they might be, they're not getting the guidance. Unless they're watching the reading, they're not getting the guidance. And the ones that are watching the reading and getting the guidance, and if you're still like this, dude, I don't know what to tell you. You just, it's like, do you need to explain in another language? Like, in some symbols, like, I don't know, smoke signals. Like, I don't understand. For those that are watching it, if you can't understand or grasp the concept here of what's being said, I really, I don't know. It might be a lost cause. I can't. But for those who are not watching this, they don't have this guidance. So that's why they're all like this, So it's like, poor masculine. Let's all say a little prayer for the masculines who have no clue. Just, they're as lost as one can be right now. Let's all say a little prayer and send out some good juju for them, and hope that somehow they're guided to get on YouTube and check a video out, because they really need, because this is redonkulous. This has gone so long in the thoughts that we don't know. Like I said, and the ones that are watching, if you're still like this, despite all this, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But we shall pray for you all, wherever you fall in that category. Oh yeah. Let's see what's going on here. The challenge is to the dark-haired lady. Dark-haired lady. Again, this might be just your fear of what you think you'll be met up with. Let's see. Dark-haired lady. I tell you, the longer you wait, though, you might be met with a dark-haired woman. Okay. Challenge. Dark-haired lady. Ooh, Donna Maritata. This is the married lady. So, again, maybe his challenge is facing his karmic situation and saying, I want to leave, or I whatever. So, you know, and if he's codependent on that person, he might be fearing getting kicked to the curb, being sleeping on a bench somewhere. Who knows? So maybe that's, again, it's that fear of keeping himself stuck. That's why he doesn't. If he doesn't have any money, he doesn't have anywhere to go. So he's just losing his mind over here because he feels so trapped. Let's see, dark-haired lady. That's what I said. Let's also light a vigil for the masculine, huh? And this is to have hope, which is hope down here. So this could be just the feminine. But again, it's more of a challenge than you probably realize. Think that it's less of a challenge, sorry, than you probably think it is. It's your fear. It says, and you're not going to know until you communicate. How do you know it's going to be a dark-haired woman you met with? Maybe she'll be open arms. You don't know, dude. So, I said, you got to overcome your fears. You got to take that leap of faith so you can embark on your journey. The stagnation is spinning your wheels, sitting there in your thoughts. You're making yourself nuts. You're kicking out negative energy. You gotta chill out over here. You know. Oh, masculine. Doubts. Doubts. Unexpected surprise, or not getting what we want. So he's unsure if he'll get what he wants. If there can be a reuniting. Again, it's just the fear. Or popping some unexpected surprise after so long. Like, hey, guess what? I love you and I want to come back. I want some forgiveness. Now again, but this is all, again, fear. Fear is the block. Secrets. Oops. Secrets. Oof. Oof. Falsita. Lies. Some il inimico. Some more lies. Oof. Masculine. What are you doing over here? Falsita Inimicos. Donna Servizio. This is the helper, servant. Or maybe this is your codependent person that's helping you out. You're afraid to reveal the lies and deception over there. Or you're afraid to reveal your lies and deception over here. Or both. You know, these secrets. Again, it's like, I don't know, dude. But again, like I said, how many masculines are watching this video? They need help, people. Like I said, we need to send some juju. Maybe they'll be guided. Because they're all in their woes. And those that are watching the videos, you got no excuse. I don't know what you're doing over here. Let's see. Brown-haired man. Brown-haired man. Domestico. Hey, I want to move back in. Trying to figure out a way to say he wants to be domestico again. Well, if you want to be domestico again, you better stop being falsita and inimico, because nobody wants none of that around. I can tell you that much. Okay. So it's about, again, you finding a way to reveal your feelings and how you want to be domesticated with the feminine. Solitude. Feeling in despair. and distraught. You can't find a way, and you're feeling alone, even though you might not even be alone, but you're feeling alone because you're feeling separated from the feminine. You're losing your mind, dude. You're losing your mind. Look at this guy. He's all kinds of distraught. He's got a gun. He's ready to just kill himself. But we don't want you to do that, masculine. Don't be that much in despair. That guy, he's really distraught. Because you're feeling like you don't know what to do with yourself. But you need some third eye chakra healing. We got recovery. You had this yesterday. And you had a whole bunch here again. And so the universe is really trying to communicate to the masculine. Both of you. But more so the masculine, again, because he's all in his stuff. He's all in his stagnancy. You have 3 solar plexus ones. You have abundance, which you also had before. And you have dissipating, which you also had before. And this is prayer. I think you've had this before too, but these are the most recent ones. These 3 here. I think this was yesterday. You know, you're needing to have some faith. That's why the universe is saying, have faith in us, what we're telling you. Listen to what we're telling you. That's if you're watching. Like I said, those that are watching, you have no excuse. They've been telling you for weeks and months now what to do, and you know what to do, but you're still not doing anything. But those poor masculines that are completely lost, you know, or all of them, you got to have faith in what's being said here. Faith in yourself. That you can have abundance. Stop sitting there waiting and letting your life pass you by. You know, recover that which has been lost within you. Find the key. Find the key within yourself that can take you onto your destiny. And then you have throat chakra, which is isolation. And then you have growth, which is heart chakra. Again, needing to expand ourselves in the heart space. You know, it's needing to open our hearts so we can speak up. You've got heart and throat here. Solar plexus is where we do a lot of our thinking. Sitting in our thoughts. That's why you got 3 of them. Third eye is, you know, you need to follow your higher learning, higher self, some knowledge here. So let us read for you, masculine. Oh, masculine. What are we going to do with you, masculine? You're driving yourself crazy and you're driving everybody else crazy. It's like, ah! What are you doing? Week after week, month after month. Lord. Oh my gosh. Recovery. Pain from our past unlocks the door of understanding. Again, it's about living and learning. That's why the judgment card is there. Wake-up calls. Learning the lessons from our past because they are going to have an effect on our future. You know, it's about learning them and moving forward to something better. Inspirational message. Once the key has been used to open the door, you will have a new way of living, one without keys. Where you are heading, there are no locks. Now it's about freedom. Personal inquiry. It is time to recover a part of me that has been dormant. You know, all that stagnancy, the lost dreams, the woeist, the victim mentality, the feeling bad for ourselves and not feeling good enough and not feeling like we'll ever have this and blaming this one and blaming that one and blaming the world and never looking in the mirror and even maybe sometimes blaming ourselves. Oftentimes probably blaming other things in ourselves, our own bad choices. But I'm sure there's been a lot of kicking oneself in the butt too as of late. Am I ready to live an inspired future? It's like, are you ready to take a walk over that threshold and recover your power, reclaim your life? Key ideas: facing fears, wounding is strength, courage to face pain. Again, stop sitting here and being afraid to talk to the dark-haired woman. Face your fear, courage. Awakening greatness. You need to awaken the greatness within you. So I find the key. Keywords: genuineness, regeneration, and understanding. Understanding what we got to do, what we got to let go of, and doing it. Taking action. And then we have, let's do green since I've hit the green. Your message is best expressed when you are uniquely you. Inspirational message. Grass says, well, there's grass here. In case you're wondering, who's grass? There's grass in this picture. Grass says, break away. It may be time for a change of scenery. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill. Most importantly, you need to grow. Personal inquiry. What have I outgrown? Am I willing to become independent? Yeah, no more codependency. Spirit is urging you that it's time to let go of that. It's time to evolve. It's time to get on your path. It's time to grow. It's time to be independent and self-sufficient and not codependent in any way. Key idea is taking a stand, living your truth. Teaching by example, clashing values, lack of safety. Keywords: warrior, peace, and courage. So you need to have the courage to do what you got to do. In yellow, prayer. My prayers are answered. Cool lemonade is a reminder that there is always a plan. If you are sidetracked from your path, then you will be guided back to your true calling. That's what the universe is trying to do, to guide you back on your path, because you went off and you went into a karmic situation, and you need to get out of that, because it's not, you're going to screw up your destiny. Key ideas: all prayers are answered. Following where life leads, being of service, fulfillment, especially if you're supposed to be here doing some kind of work of service. You got to get on your path. If my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer, how can I live in an active prayer? You know, about having a positive outlook, always being grateful. Stop not looking at life from a place of lack, but instead of abundance. So you'll attract more abundance. Keywords: clarity, destiny, and authenticity. It's like about being true to oneself, or coming into our true self, not our shadow self. Being clear about what we need to do, what we need to let go of, what we've learned, how we've grown, what our destiny is, and letting go of things that are holding us back. Dissipating. I am more than I think I am. Inspirational message: beware of being imprisoned by the story you tell. That "woe is me" story. The self-defeating negative talk. The shoulda, woulda, couldas. The regrets. The stress. The fears. All that stuff. Change the story. Aren't you tired of your story? Don't you want a different story? Well, you are the co-creator of your life, and it's time. They're urging you to be le fou. And let shit die. It's got to die so that there can be a rebirth. Key ideas: taking action, content to dream, going in circles. Yeah, you're going in circles every week over here. Every day we're seeing it. Circles in the brain. Strong intelligence, making excuses, procrastinating. Keywords: companionship, connection, assistance. Needing to find some assistance, obviously. You got to find something, dude, to help you out. Abundance. I only seek to give you what you ask for. So if the masculine's been sitting there wishing and hoping for all these things, the universe is saying, well, we're trying to give it to you, but you got to listen to what we tell you. You got to follow the advice. You can't be sitting there in your thoughts and not doing what we're telling you. So that way you can get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Personal inquiry. Be wary of using your financial situation as an excuse to avoid doing something, like not speaking up. I don't have the money to move, or I don't have the money to do whatever, so I might as well not say nothing, because I'm going to be stuck here forever and stinking thinking, negative, negative, negative. You got to get out of that. You still got to speak a truth. You still got to say something, because like I said, the universe is telling you that, dude, that door's going to close if you don't say something. Are your thoughts and actions around money empowering or disempowering you? Again, it's about, Not coming from a place of lack, but instead of abundance and gratitude. I mentioned that in the other reading about possible karmic reasons. Keywords: friendship, wisdom, windfall. Think about your relationship with money. Are you the wise girl or the foolhardy man? Like, do you blow through money? Are you wise with money? Are you foolish with money? Money is naturally attracted towards appreciation and gratitude. That's why I said think of it from a place of abundance, not lack. And then we have isolation. Oh my God, it's already 40 minutes in. I got to figure out a way to shorten these readings. Because I wonder if people like long readings or I need to make them shorter. Let's see, isolation. I've got all I could ever need right here. Inspirational message. Do you wait for the right time to live your life? Sitting around waiting to have this, that, and the other instead of just taking a leap. I said that's what the other one said. You might never be ready. If we keep sitting around waiting for the perfect time or the perfect this or the perfect that, sometimes you got to just go for it. Self-protection, making excuses, over-preparing. Again, sitting in our thoughts, ruminating, and not taking any action. Never feeling ready to take action. Keywords are celebration, experiences, and play. Be open to new experiences. Celebrate the fact that you might have a possible new, journey for yourself if you just speak up. Have faith. And then we have growth. Inspirational message. Grass says, oh, I already did that one. Oh, so I think we did them all. Abundance, dissipating. Right? Did we do dissipating? Did we do prayer? I can't even remember. Isn't that terrible? No, we did do it all. Oh, it's late. It's 11:30. Don't pick on me. Okay, so masculine, that's you. Throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus, and third eye. Get it going. Stop tormenting yourself over here. And then for the feminine, we have the lovers. She's tormenting herself too, some of you. We have, looking for this, waiting for this, hoping for this, not sure what to do in regards to the choice. And then she's got the lesson. So you got the lovers, the lesson, reconciliation, and loss. So then I said, well, why the lovers? And then you got brown-haired woman, which is probably you. And then we have diligence. So why the brown-haired woman? It says diligence. So this maybe, you feeling like it's just too much work, the situation, or if you should continue to put in the work and the effort, or maybe this is about putting the work and effort into oneself. And the lesson, we got spiritual. And then we got strength. So needing to have strength to deal with this spiritual path and the lessons involved here. Then you got reconciliation. We got vulnerable. Need to open up, or the fear of opening up over here. And then we have jealousy. It's either somebody taking off the mask, or because this is the feminine's challenge. So maybe her challenge is being vulnerable. Maybe she's afraid to open up now. Because again, they feed off each other's energy. And for loss, we got change. And then we got the lady. So this could be the feminine needing to use her intuition in regards to what happened here and how there's going to be a change if this person speaks up. Or needing to, again, look at things from a different perspective and letting go so that, again, these cycles can end. You both have to let go of, you know, some of the same things and some different things. But it's both of you are causing blocks because there's not a letting go. So let's see the lesson. The Feminine's challenge. Lesson. And as I mentioned in the other readings yesterday, there might be some that think that they've learned the lesson, but they really haven't. Especially if you found yourself behaving in the same way outside of the relationship as you did in the relationship. Clingy, people-pleasing, wanting to be the healer, wanting to, you know, like, you know how you are. You know how you've been. So it's about that self-reflecting, because I think you had the Hermit and the Temperance card. Finding the balance within yourself. Reflecting on the lessons that needed to be learned. Have you really learned them? What is it that you might still need to let go of? You know, what part of your shadow side are you not addressing? Let's see the lesson. So speedy. Longing to be with someone from the past. Longing for to be, you know, having regrets. And you got Stanza, which is all about secrets. And then you got a Malzo, which is low morale or depression. So let's see, either you having low morale and depression because you're waiting for answers. You know, you don't know what's going on and you're longing to be with this person. And that is your lesson, to like learn to let go. Let's see. ॿLÄSSIἰγS. This is to move on and move forward from our regrets of the past. Again, it's the feminine sitting in the ŨOS too. Holding herself back, not following her passions, not working on herself, not clearing that energy out so that it frees up the energy between the two of you. You know, it helps to release some of that that's causing this stagnation. But you're focusing a lot on, you know, the loss and what happened and the pain and all of that stuff, which, you know, it takes time to heal. You can't put a time frame on healing. Everyone heals at their own pace. But the universe is just trying to tell you, hey, you know, that's affecting your growth. That's affecting your forward movement. Try your best to every day focus a little bit more on yourself and less on the past. Be present, because that way you'll free up that energy that's holding you back, or possibly holding this back. Same thing with this person sitting in the ɁOS about what happened in the past and fearful of moving forward because of what happened in the past. So it's like it's the same thing. Spiritual. We got militare, you know, difficult spiritual journey, needing to have the strength, you know, to get through this lesson, the both of you, to get through this lesson so you can progress to the next level. You know, it's the wake-up call to let this stuff go, to be present and heal thyself so we can move forward. The Lovers, you got bbLÄSSIԻGS, to be light, transformation, metamorphosis, change, allowing change to happen. Again, not holding on, keeping things from the transition from happening. Because I said if you resist, you're just going to feel more pain. You have to let it go. So the Death card was there. It's both people needing to let it go and let it flow. The Lovers is love reunion, because again, it's waiting for the relationship, waiting for things to change, and not allowing the cycle to end by clinging on to it. Because you have loss here, like letting things end, like the Death card, so that new beginnings can happen, so that change can happen. You know, use your intuition, what they've been telling you. Let go of this shadow self. You know, open yourself up, free your heart up, so that you can enjoy life and the moment and the people around you, and not be in the negative emotions over this relationship. You know, embrace change. Work on you. Diligence, brown-haired woman, do your stuff. So you guys can both free up this energy. The Lost, you got Eladro, the thief. That's the masculine slipping out. Because he snuck off, possibly be with someone else. You know, or you're missing something that you put a lot of value in. It's a precious gift, something that you know, thought was precious. And that's why you're all in your lowest, because you're like, I thought we had something so special. But it's allowing that to end. There's a time for mourning and a time for releasing, and then we move on. And whatever comes next, comes next. If it's this person, if it's this first person, if it's meant to be someone else, it'll be someone else. But it's freeing yourself, embracing change. And jealousy, this was going to flip. La alegría, this is like happy times, celebration. Like again, they're saying for you to get out of your shadow side. Be happy. But again, you know, everybody heals in their own time. You got Gran Consolación, waiting around for a message so that you can be happy. Again, you know, instead of being happy on your own. No, but I know it's hard. Oops. Diligence, we got Gran Signore, foolish choices, and Allegrezza al Cuore. So this is lightheartedness of the heart. This could also mean third-party situations. So this is maybe you again needing to get over that and become happy. The foolish choices, or his foolish choices. The lady got melancholia. So they don't want you to be sad. The challenge is to not be sad anymore. Oh, we got poor feminines too. Poor masculines and poor feminines. I'll send some healing to the feminines too. And then you have confusion. This is how you can get through these challenges. Get out of the swirling of thoughts. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I move on? Should I keep looking up the driveway? What do I do? What do I do? Like, get out of this. It's connected with one higher self. My little hamster is chewing on the thing. Houdini Genie. This is crown chakra, and then you have heart chakra here, which is wisdom. You know, learn the lessons. What did you learn? The wisdom that you've obtained. And you have completion, you know, letting things end, letting things go so new cycles can begin. Right? That's sacral chakra. And then you have another sacral chakra. This is service, you know, being of service, or focusing on other things. You know, putting our time and energy into other things that serve us better. Right? So let's see, confusion. Every silver lining has a cloud. Inspirational message. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Personal inquiry. Can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? That's why they keep telling you, be in the present moment. Let it go. Try to let this energy go and just move forward. And that will free it up so that things can start coming to you. You know, stop needing to control the whens, hows, and whats, like I said in yesterday's thing, because you can't control what this person does. You can only have power over yourself. Key ideas: allowing confusion, spiritual support, consequences of actions, finding love. Keywords: clarity, support, and revelation. And then we have wisdom. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. Inspirational message: is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? I laughed at the last time that this card came up in the reading because it was for both of you. And I was like, yeah, the seeking the wisdom of the tarot but not taking the advice. Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself, your spirit guides. Stay in the present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. That's what they tell you. Be present. Don't be in the past. Don't be in the future. Personal inquiry. Do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Step into your power. Same as the masculine. This need to be independent, not codependent. Be okay on your own. Find your light. Shine your light. Keywords: maturity, tranquility, and support. Key ideas: wise counsel, focused energy, honoring yourself, contribution, being chosen, contentment, and transformation. Be willing again. You got the death card. It's about out with the old, having a transformation so new things can come in. And that also is what completion is about, which we go to next. A life comes to a spectacular close. Inspirational message: this is a reminder to cherish all the beauty in your life, including endings. Reflect upon your part. Again, everybody played a role. What lessons did you need to learn? You got the lesson here. You know, or even how they keep every day when you look at these readings, they're giving you hints as to what the lesson is and how to get past it. You know, it's recognizing the guidance that you're getting, both of you, and trying your best to follow it. Keywords: achievement, determination, fulfillment. Key ideas: honoring your legacy, a natural ending to a grand adventure, a new beginning on the horizon, a new adventure, honoring those who give to us. Yeah, not keep giving into things that aren't giving back. Honor the relationships that you have currently. Be in the present moment. Spend time with people that want to spend time with you. You know, try to be happy with what you have. Am I in the present moment? How do I respond to the idea of completion? It's like you fight to hold on instead of letting things go, because again, as I mentioned yesterday, it somehow gives you the feeling of this still being a connection, like you still feel connected to the person if you hang on to it, the memory of it, the clinging of the, you know, instead of just letting it go and moving forward. Because it's scary. People don't want to let go of something that they love or that they want, you know, but sometimes you got to let it go, just like the saying says. And if it comes back to you, if it was meant to be yours, if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But at least you move on. Don't fear completion, embrace it. And then you have service. Ow, I cut my finger today and it hurts. I attract to you whatever you desire if you give up your desire. So the universe is telling both of you, if you want what you seek is seeking you, but you got to let go of the old to embrace the new. See, I can drop rhymes too. And that's what they're trying to tell both of you. Like, this is the wake-up call. The sun awaits. You have what you need to manifest. Take a leap of faith. Let the old shit die so that new stuff can come in its place. Like, this is the message. You know, and once you stop clinging, you free up that energy so that what you want naturally will gravitate towards you when you let it go. Inspirational message. Are you seeing your life as it really is? Though we may wish things to be different, often we create just what we need. This is an opportunity to look at where you are today. Give up what you think you deserve and start being of service. Personal inquiry. How does the idea of service inspire me? How can I make the most of my present situation? What can I give? Like, what can I give into my daily routine that's for me, that's for my future? Key ideas: favoritism, unwillingness to compromise values, finding contentment, the joy of service, and precious memories. Keywords: compassion, loyalty, and strength. So have the strength to persevere. You know, both of you, there needs to be a chilling of the energies. Get out of the woes, the thoughts, the regrets, the fears, the worries, the stress. Let it go and let it flow. You know, but masculine, you got to make a move. I don't know what else to tell you. Because it's beyond state of emergency. But feminine, you need to let go so that you can, the transformation can happen. And on that note, I wish you love and light. I wish you well. I wish you luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. If you like a personal reading, all the information is below. Keep in mind, these readings are general. And also, like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. And is that it? Oh, yeah, there's the Facebook page. There's the Instagram. Like, again, all that information is below if you care to join that. And until the next daily drama, my lovelies, take care. Bye-bye.